Hi guys, welcome to this new installation. Yesterday there was a new Calamares installer released, so we always test it out even though you won't see the installer yet, right? Because they are burned on ISOs. But if you build ISOs, that's something else. If you build ISOs, you get the latest Calamares installer. Topic of the video is, after such an installer, we always check the packages that you can select during Calamares, right? So Calamares is the graphical installer where you can, right? There's a beginner installation, there is the advanced installation. And we tell all starters in Linux, don't think you're advanced installer yet, right? Just start with already the basics, beginner installation. And many Linux distributions do not give you the freedom, do not give you the power to install lots and lots of other things, technical stuff, drivers, kernels and all that. But we give you the power. With power comes knowledge. So first, gather knowledge. And the topic of this video is I have selected almost anything that's on there. So Calamares has different windows. They call it net install modules. And it lets you install all kinds of software and to test that our repos, because software needs to be built. And then we put it somewhere, and that's called a repository, in short, a repo. And I've selected just everything and installed everything. So the best thing to learn about Linux and its applications is sometimes really to just put everything on your machine, knowing that you're gonna format it again, because of course that is not an ideal way of working on a system that just has all the software there is, because it will clash, it will work against each other. Knowledge, right? But just a few percentages of all the packages will work against each other. That's how it is. And well, you have a lot to update, because if you have more packages, you'll have more updates, more bandwidth, and it all matters maybe to you as well, that yeah, you restrict it to the volume of your internet connection. So anyway, if you want to learn about Linux applications, not a bad idea, to install the software and learn in a system like this one, on a testing machine, a virtual machine, whatever. Test and learn and read, right? Firefox, browse the World Wide Web. TuneR Manager is a file system manager, so a file manager. Okay, Conky Zen is something for conkeys. Okay, what's a conky? And then you go on learning and learning. So by reading already all these underlined signs, these tags, let's call them tags, right? These descriptions, a desktop agnostic launcher, and so on. And you can see already, learn already, and it's a lot, right, to take in at the first time. But gradually you learn what every application is for, and you will decide, that one is a good one, that one I need, that one I don't need, right? And that's the point of the ArcoLinux XL ISO. XL means extra large. We give you already lots of tools, the tools that we use to build this thing you're looking at, ArcoLinux, right? That's what we use all the time, ArcoLinux XL. And there's a lot of software on there. So, but even then, you can have lots and lots more, right? And that's Linux for you. It has lots of developers, maintainers, developers, applications that you can install, and it's all coming from the AOR. Most of the time it's coming from the AOR. The fun stuff, I always say, comes from there. Now AOR are recipes, right? Recipes, you just scroll through and you just read what all that is. And AOR are you and me, people, finding a theme, finding icons somewhere, and they build a recipe. They tell Pacman, you know what, that's going to be the name of the package, there's the source, you can extract it like this, you can enable this, copy that there, and that's basically what it is, a recipe. And you'll see here applications that are not on Arch Linux, are not pre-built or packaged already for you. So that's what we do for you. We have lots and lots and lots of packages. Maybe this is a good time to go to PAMAC and then go to repositories. And I guess we need to update the system first. And let's get the databases in, because this is, I don't think we've done that yet. So installed, and yeah, Timeshift is active, as you can see here. Timeshift is working his thing. So let's see if I can browse. There it is, browse, Eric, browse. And then we have the repositories, ArcoLinux, all the stuff that we've built over the years. It's quite a lot. And then the third party are packages from the AUR, and we build it for you. So also lots and 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 lots. I'm still scrolling. Lots and lots and lots of packages. And the third party are the guys that are below 100 megabytes of size. And for this guy, these are the big guys. They are only on seed host and a copy on Belnet. So these are the guys over 100, 242 megabyte, Bitwarden 215 megabyte, brackets bin 273 megabyte, lots of megabytes. The big guys, extra large. That's why we named it like that. So all these packages, we daily update them, and we daily, well, not build them, right? If there is a need to update, so we check the AOR, new version is there, then we build it, then we put it on the repo. So you've got the latest packages every single morning. So this is all ready to be installed, ready to be used. Some of them do not follow the icon theme. That's simple. User, share, applications, go and change the name. Sometimes users, well, users, not users, maintainers, developers, these guys, they do not fix the hard-coded icons. They keep a path like user, share, maps, I don't know, and then in an icon. And what you see that the icon never changes. If you take Numix, Papyrus, Paper, whatever icon you take, it's always going to be that one. And that's frustrating if you want to theme your system. So this is the button to fix whatever is already known. This is an application coming from Fogalong. He's a Numix developer, and he is overwriting the user share applications. In there are files, desktop files, and in there there's a pointer to the icon. And if you do not say user share applications, whatever, or maps or icons, etc., if you don't use a path, Linux is smart enough to take the right icon theme. So that's what they're doing wrong, and yeah, it's a human thing, right? If they don't change it, we need to change it manually or with that tool. So lots of development stuff, git ahead, git g. You already learn, right, by reading, understand your git history, a git client, git all has to do with git, and then you don't know what git is, then you Google git kraken. Develop with pleasure, look at that, right? Integrated development environment, IDE, all the Qt stuff. Visual Studio Code, education, games. I've just installed all of the games, right? And this is one where we should change the icon. Graphics, Blender, Digicam, Darktable, Flameshot. There's lots and lots of interesting tools for you to test it out if that's your thing, if you like this, if you like that. No Machine is also here. Connect to remote desktop, so you check out what these lines all mean. Sometimes there's no explanation. Then you Google, right? Slack, or better still, no need to waste your internet connection yet, because browse or look up any of these guys. You type in Slack, and maybe you'll find some more information on Slack. What I often do is click here. There's always a URL. Well, never say always, but most of the time there is an URL, and then you read Slack for Linux. With the Slack app, your team is never more than a click away. Okay, collaborative working, is it? Yes, chatting, sharing files, calling people, members, groups, teams. Right, okay, a tool to work together, fine. And that's easy, right? It's easy to figure out all these things. And I will never put them in Calamares because I've done that. I made a page where every single application had a description. It's ugly, it's chaotic, it's not the way I want to present an operating system, basically. So here it is. You have here lots and lots of information. Read and test, right? Because sometimes you say, oh, I'm gonna try this one, or oh, I'm gonna try that one. And then you just click and see if that's your thing, and then you keep installing it because, well, we are people of habits, of creatures of habits. Is that the expression? We always do the same thing, use the same applications, but I can only say that it matters to sometimes forego your workflow to say, okay, I'm gonna try this application for now, or I'm gonna try this desktop for now. I've been having this old idea that Plasma was not a good, well, desktop as such. And a few years ago, we made this Plasma challenge, and I said, okay, look, Plasma is the Plasma I've known years ago, right? 10, 20 years ago. So probably has changed. And of course, yes, it has changed. It was super better. I mean, super improved. So basically, the message is just keep an open mind, because you may have ideas of the past that do not apply anymore. And that's glad. I'm very glad I did that, because Plasma is a very minimal, small memory footprint if you see it today, with beautiful graphics and everything is there. And that's what you like, of course. Do you want everything to be there, to have a complete desktop, or are you just happy already with a browser, right? Then anything goes. I've installed all multimedia. If there is one section where Linux excels, it feels like it's sound and video, right? Audio, video. That's where there are so many choices to be, yeah, so many choices indeed. And browsers, we have also quite a few. But other things are in as well, like Wire is here, Wireshark, other things are here. This is actually a good example. You see immediately that that icon is not the way it should be, and that's because of the hard-coded path. Have a look in the user share applications. Did I now show you everything? Well, it's a kind of became a kind of speech how to proceed and vision of or opinion of Eric Dubois. Well, what we say in ArcoLinux is, never mind me, you build up, you make up your own opinion about applications, about icons, wallpaper, themes, configurations. You're in control, right? That's basically the goal, that you become over 1, 2, 3 years total control of your operating system, in that you can even build your own distribution, because you know every piece of the puzzle and you say that fits together with this, and I do want this with that, and all the choices. That's all it is. Making Linux distributions is making different choices. The basis is Arch or Debian or something else, but you need to make choices all the time. And yeah, choosing, they sometimes say is losing, and maybe it is. So keep an open mind and try out some other applications and see if those are maybe better, and then change your workflow. All right, now speeching, but voila, now we have got an intro of all the software that we can select during the Calamares installer. It's all installed. I do not recommend it, but it's an interesting way of testing out all the applications, and then you say, oh, I like this one, I like that one, I like this one, I like that one, and then you select. Or better still, guys, make scripts, because building, well, making scripts makes your life easier. After your clean install of ArcoLinux, you say remove this, sudo pacman -rs, install this, sudo pacman -s, and that's it. And then you run the script, you go for dinner, and you come back and everything is set the way you want it. Alright, enjoy ArcoLinux. The new release is out. It's September the 11th, and the September release is out there. Cheers!